Good morning, crypto Twitter, it's missing crypto, spreading crypto with doctors showing its benefits to my generation. Shout out to all my people, Gen Z needs to be included, it's really that simple. We are savage, amazed, boss, zesty, making money at the same time, spread peace. I feel empty if you don't include Gen Z, about to change the world, so y'all better get ready. Missing crypto, I'm never backing down, I got a wax account, you should say it out. So many NFTs, I think I lost count, and I'm only getting started, yeah, barely off the ground. Investing crypto, you cannot stop me, my hands are making diamonds, your hands fall like origami. Never be the boss of me, Bitcoin's all I need, when I say I'm zesty, that's just me, talking honestly. Crypto and yum farm marketplace, I wanna see the more, we gotta go through cyberspace. Leave this world without a trace, save pay for a different day, cause we partners in the cryptos didn't stay.
What's up, fam? Welcome back to the Miss Teen Crypto Show. I hope you guys are having a very happy Thursday. I know this is a very, unique time for the Miss Teen Crypto Show. Usually we're on Fridays, but tomorrow is Friday. Today's the day before Friday. We're gonna jam out, relax, chill out, and feel the zesty vibe. Thank you guys for coming. The chat is absolutely popping. Ballet is in here. Shout out to Ballet, Yanosh, Emma, Tom Allen, J-Mac, Bitcoiner, Tom Crown, my BFF, and Bitcoiners, my BFF, Ken's Log, J-Mac, Rising Dragons. Welcome to the show. Tran, what's going on? Thank you guys for coming. Before we get started with the show, as always, we're going to shout out 3 amazing sponsors of the Miss Teen Crypto Show. First being Wax Blockchain, absolutely killing the game. Their Twitter spaces have been on point lately. I was in one yesterday, and it was great. I was having a great time. Next, a great trade-to-earn platform on Wax. Yes, trade-to-earn, you heard that right. If you buy NFTs on there, you're earning. Niftyblocks.com, definitely check them out. And third, we have Ballet, the star of the show today. Ballet is amazing. One of the first wallets I've been using. Today we're going to give away 3 gift sets in honor of our zesty guest today, Bobby. So we're going to have a signed book by Bobby. So 3 winners are going to win one 24-karat gold-plated real wallet, which is a step up from this. There you go, the display, and one signed book from Bobby. So you guys got to pay attention for that keyword and get ready to drop me your email in Twitter DM. So get my Twitter ready. And let's jump into the show. We have 13 likes. I'm giving you guys a free NFT. If we get 25, another NFT is coming through. Now, Bobby, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hello. Hi, Randy. Good to see you again. Great to be on your show for the first time.
Yes.
This is excellent.
Yes, I'm so happy to get the second Lee brother on the show. I had Charlie Lee on not too long ago, and then I actually got to meet him in person, and now I got to meet you in person in Miami. How did you enjoy the Bitcoin conference?
It was great. The Miami Bitcoin conference this year is 2022. Yep. I went to the one last year as well, and this year is certainly a big upgrade from last year. It was held at the Miami Convention Center, a very nice sort of upscale convention center. And it was huge, it was bustling, it was amazing.
Yeah, this year was honestly great. I didn't get to go last year, unfortunately, but this year was amazing. The booths were big, they were nice, everyone was so sweet, and they had that huge volcano in the middle too, which I felt brought the zest, no?
Yeah, exactly.
So, Bobby, you're a really interesting person, and you've accomplished so much in your life. And I really just want to take a moment and rewind before crypto, before ballet. What were you up to? What were your aspirations in life in, let's say, high school? What were you planning to do?
In high school, so I've always, I went to the same high school as my brother. So we went to a boarding school out in New Jersey.
Yep.
From a very young age, through encouragement by my parents, by my father, both him and I were into engineering. Math and science, I would say. That's probably the best way to start.
Yeah.
So in grade school, math and science, strong, proponents of math and science. We studied a lot of advanced math and science classes in high school, and then aside from that, I've always had ambitions to be a businessman, and this is to follow the footsteps of both my father and my grandfather. We came from a family of businessmen.
Oh wow!
So some of this is explained in the book, The Promise of Bitcoin, which I published last year. Yeah, that's right, The Promise of Bitcoin. So I told the story of my parents. I was actually born in Africa, in the Ivory Coast. So I was born there. It's a small country in West Africa. It used to be a French colony. It became independent in 1960. So it's one of the more developed, one of the more advanced and cosmopolitan countries. The French name is called Côte d'Ivoire. The English name is Ivory Coast. And so I was born there. And again, why was I born there? Because my parents and grandparents, they were one of the first Chinese people to go to Africa to do business in the 1960s, right after the West African countries got their independence from the colonial powers. So my grandfather on my mom's side, they went to Africa, and a variety of businesses, including opening a Chinese restaurant. The marquee, right? They opened a Chinese restaurant as a Chinese sort of descendant, and and eventually in manufacturing, so making plastic sandals. So we grew up wearing plastic sandals that were quote unquote homemade, right? Made by our family's business. So anyways, long story short, what did I want to do in high school? It's always to eventually become a businessman, to maybe run a company and so on and so forth. And in that sense, I've achieved it. I've gone from being a tech engineer, software engineer, to into management, and now I run a startup. I'm a CEO, founder of Ballet, so I run my own company. And the funny thing is, my company actually manufactures wallets. So I was just telling my staff yesterday, we actually have a small factory that makes these Ballet wallets, right? So unlike many of the other wallet makers, I'm guessing, okay, almost virtually every single wallet maker out there probably outsources what they call OEM or ODM. They outsource the manufacturing of the wallets to another company like Foxconn or Pegatron or one of those Chinese OEM manufacturers. But whereas Ballet, we make our own wallets. Some of the materials we source, like the stainless steel and so on. But in essence, the construction, the assembly, and also the packaging, everything's done in-house by Ballet. So we have our own factory for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're just like through and through, it's straight up you guys.
Exactly. Yeah. Because we want to control the quality and the security of the wallets. So we really, we've been, just like what Elon Musk says about Tesla. I don't know if you guys are following Tesla, but I'm both a Tesla car driver and an investor. What he says amazing is Tesla, the product that Tesla makes is actually not barely the car, but they're making the factory which makes the car, right? So their most claim to fame is actually the factory, the gigafactory, that has all the robots and all the automated assembly line. That's the product, because that product can pump out a lot of cars, right? If that product is good, they can make a lot of cars for cheap, high quality, low cost, and they can make a lot of money. So that's one of the key innovations is how to do the factory. So for Ballet, I feel almost like the same thing. For us, the really cool product is the whole design and the process of how to make these wallets very secure. And that is sort of our anyways, that's our thing.
Yeah, that's perfect, because you guys, I'm quoting your Twitter bio, the world's first multi-currency non-electronic physical crypto wallet. That sentence is bold, because you guys are the first. When was Ballet a thought? How did you even become, how did you think of Ballet? How did you start it? And why did you feel the need to create this?
Sure. The name came later. The name came in, so we started this company in January. We started this startup, quote unquote, in January of 2019. I got together with a few of my employees from BTCC. This is my last company, BTC China. It was renamed BTCC. We sold the company in 2018. So I ran the company. I was a co-founder and CEO of China's very first Bitcoin exchange. At one point, it was the world's largest, even larger than MTGOX. So I ran that for 5 years. I sold it in 2018, took a year off. And then by 2019, I started this company that eventually was called Ballet. The first name of the company, when we first started, we actually couldn't think of a good name. So we went with a name called Crypto Mint. It sounded geek sounding, but it was Crypto Mint was our first name. And then eventually by April or May, we adopted a more consumer-friendly name called Ballet, which is what it's known today. But essentially, we invented this product ourselves. This really is the first cold storage hardware wallet that is non-electronic. Okay, so what that means is, for those of you, on the live stream who understand crypto, this is in some ways, it's a fancy paper wallet, because everything on here is self-contained, the private key material, but it's different than a paper wallet in many significant ways, which I'll talk about. But what we've actually invented, we did not invent the paper wallet. The paper wallet has been around since the early days of Bitcoin,
yes,
right? And this Ballet came about in 2019. So what did we invent? Well, we invented a version of the paper wallet where the private key is actually not predetermined, is not pre-made, right? The private key, as most people know, I'm sure, maybe people don't know, how does a wallet generate the private key? Well, it uses an algorithm, what they call a random number generating algorithm, RNG. So the random number generators will pick some random numbers, which is from entropy. Entropy is the notion of the seed, if you will. Actually, seed is not the right word, but it would pick some random numbers using a computer, using your CPU, and from that it would generate a unique private key that no one else in the world has used before. And it's only by chance that no one's used before, because it's just there's so many possibilities. It's like you're rolling a million dice, and the chances are it's not going to be the same combination that someone else rolled for the last 20 years or whatever, last 10 years. So in any case, we put the material, the entropy material, on this wallet. We create it, and then it actually has multi-currency support. So that's the innovation. We figured out a way to do this using two sources of entropy and putting on a single wallet, stainless steel, very reliable, and there's no electronic components. And we did this on purpose. Even though I have a computer science engineering background, I would be capable of designing a wallet and hiring a team and getting a manufacturer to build electronic wallets like the Trezors, the Ledgers. Those are all very popular. But we purposely went in a way that's no electronics. And the reason is we want to make it simple and reliable. What I found is with electronic devices, it's very clunky, the setup process, the installation process, keying in, passwords and PIN codes and updating firmware, downloading mini programs onto it, connecting by USB drive or USB cable. Is it a micro USB, or is it a USB type C or type A? Is there a battery to charge? Is there all those things like NFC chips, antennas? Anyways,
it's a hassle.
So it's a hassle. So by the way, I used to be the biggest fan of electronic gadgets, right? So I'm a gadget guy. So for me, with my gadget background, with my tech background, to say, hey, let's not do that. Let's do it the old school way, which is no electronics. That says a lot, right? So this is an invention. Like before us, no one's ever done it before. People have done paper wallets. People have put paper wallets on plastic cards. People have covered up the private keys with paper wallets. In fact, the very traditional, I don't know if you've heard of this Cassasius coin. Are you familiar with Cassasius coins?
I'm actually not.
Okay, Cassasius Bitcoins, I don't have one in front of me. There's these physical Bitcoins that came about in 2011, 2012, 2013. Physical Bitcoin made by a guy named Michael Caldwell, based on anyways. Michael Caldwell invented physical Bitcoins. The notion is it's a physical coin made of brass or copper or whatever, and it has the private key of a Bitcoin address on the card behind a sticker, right? So it's the size of a coin. And then it back then, it was one Bitcoin was like just a few dollars, whatever. So he would sell these with Bitcoin loaded on them, and you would get them and you would give them out. But today, each coin that contains one Bitcoin is now worth like $38,000, right? $40,000. So anyways, this product is a descendant of the Cassasius coin in the sense that we have a sticker that covers the material. But what's different about this is the Cassasius coin is very much like a paper wallet in on a metal coin.
Yeah.
But for this guy, what's unique is we don't even have a private key. So the private key is actually created by combining entropy. Think of entropy as like random numbers. You have some random numbers made in group A. You have another group of random numbers called group B. The A and the B have to go together, and you have to mix it in the algorithm to calculate the actual private key. So what we've done is we put the A part and the B part behind these tamper-evident coverings. So that's why this is a new invention. That's why this is novel. That's why we got 5 patents on this technology, on this invention. And that's why it's super safe and reliable. You know, we've been around for 3 years now. We've been selling this since, you know, when we had the Litecoin conference in Las Vegas in November, I think it was October of 2019.
Yes.
For 2.5 years, we've been selling this. And zero loss, no hacking whatsoever, because it's very, very secure. But at the same time, it's very easy to use because there's no installation, there's no firmware upgrades. You buy it, you're ready to go. I'm very proud of this product. You know, we certainly are way behind in terms of market share compared to the competitors, but I'm very happy with this product. I think the more people try it, the more people will like it. Everyone who's tried it has given me great feedback. They love it. Right, yourself, right?
Absolutely.
Randy, you use it. It's been amazing. Even last year, we announced that globally, all the users of the world, all the Ballet wallets that we've sold and distributed, there are over $400 million worth of crypto on these Ballet wallets globally. Right. So
wow.
it's been very well trusted.
Absolutely. And a lot of people like will say about the Ballet wallet, well, hey, like, don't they have the private keys? You don't. There's no way of you guys have a private key.
Yeah, there's 2 things I want to say about this. This is a good topic. People think they might assume we have the private keys, and we don't for 2 reasons. Number one is it's just bad business decision.
Yeah.
Right? We don't like why would we want to store the private keys unless we were evil, unless we were what they call we're con artists, we're evil, right? If I want to steal your fund, and
you
the
were gonna
reality is
you like they're saying you're gonna rug it, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna rug pull. Yeah, like the reality is, if I'm gonna rug pull, it wouldn't be. First of all, it wouldn't be the Ballet wouldn't have Bobby Lee as a CEO and founder as a public face, right? Why would I if I intend to rug pull, why would I put my name and persona attached to the product?
Exactly.
Right? I'd be some hidden hacker launching a product with no name and, you know, fake people on our profiles on a website, right? But the reality, I'm a crypto, you know, maybe they call me an OG or whatnot. So I've been in crypto for 11 years, since 2011, right? My brother, as you guys know, Charlie invented Litecoin. Woo. And despite, anyway, so he's not involved with the Ballet project directly. He's my advisor and helps out through the thinking process. But the point is, he knows I'm not going to rug pull. I know I'm not going to rug pull. That's why we publicly talk about it, right?
Exactly.
So number one is it doesn't make business sense to do that. Now, have there been products where there are rug pulls? Yes, there are. So in the end, you have to make an evaluation. Do you trust this company? Do you not trust that company? You have to decide which companies, which products to trust, okay? And that's just the fact of life, okay? So there's no shortcut to that. And the second reason we don't have the private key is because we can't physically through the design process. Assuming we're not evil, okay? Assuming we're not evil, we can't possibly do it because, like I told you, unlike a paper wallet where there's actually a single private key on the paper wallet, what we create, we don't even have the private key. We create the entropy. The entropy is the information that is used to generate the private key. In fact, every wallet does it the same way. Every wallet you use, I don't care if it's a mobile wallet, on your phone, you know, what are some wallets like Jax, Trust Wallet, you know, Bread Wallet, Blue Wallet, all these wallets on the phone. IM Token,
Light Wallet,
MetaMask, Light Wallet, MetaMask, right? And then there are all the hardware wallets, electronic ones like Trezor, Ledger, you know, Cold Key. There's a whole bunch. Open Dime. All those wallets. I don't care if it's software or hardware, electronic wallets. In the end, the users have this impression that they generate the private key themselves, and that is absolutely false. It's one of those trickery things that the industry wants you to pretend and think that you're generating your own private key safely, but the reality is that's not true. So if you use a computer like a Macintosh or a Windows PC, if you use a phone, like an iPhone, right? If you use a device, a hardware wallet device, in the end, who's generating the private key? It turns out the device is generating it for you.
Exactly.
Right? It's not like you're rolling your own dice and tabulating and using some slide rule and abacus to figure out the calculation, right?
That's crazy.
Like you literally have to use abacus and slide rule. You can't even use a calculator, because if you use a calculator, the calculator is running someone else's firmware, right? So my point is, I don't care if it's a mobile phone or computer or electronic wallet device. When the private key is generated, it's actually done by that device maker and the software and the firmware that's provided by the company, right? So so even like Apple and Microsoft are involved in terms of their operating system and all that, the random number generated algorithms and the firmware, the Intel chips or the AMD CPUs or Apple, and then of course the firmware or the software that's made by the company, right? So in the end, they do it for you. All you did was you press the button, say start or say go. When you say go, they do it, and then they spit out the private key, or they don't show it to you. They give you the recovery phrase and stuff like that. So in the Ballet's case, what's changed is the user doesn't press go, Ballet presses go, but Ballet generates the entropy. We give you the entropy, the part A and the part B.
Exactly.
So the part A is hidden under the sticker. It's a tamper evidence sticker. And the part B is hidden under the scratch off. So you use a coin, you scratch it off like a lottery scratch off. So when the A and B are on the card, yes, Ballet could, if we were evil, we could record the A and B in our company database on our servers. We could record it and use that to generate the private key. However, we don't do that. For business reasons, we don't do that. Okay, but we give it to you on the card. And the other thing is the A and B is actually made in different countries. So Ballet actually has it in 2 different countries. The A part is made in China, and the B part is made in the USA. As you know, China and US, they don't have extradition treaties. The governments are sort of on opposite political spectrums. So the point is, this way we ensure that no single government can coerce the other country to force Ballet and put together all the data to sort of steal people's money and force us to make a compromised product. So I can tell you that that's the benefit of having the wallets made dually in both countries, having the source, the A stuff in China and the B stuff in the US, and this makes it really safe and reliable. And as evidenced by what's happened in the last 2.5 years, there's been no theft and no hacking, no rug pull, nothing like that. Right.
Beautiful.
So that's what I want to tell you guys. So the A and B together, the entropy, then we use what we call an open source, what is it called? It's an open industry standard. It's a BIP 38 protocol. It's an industry standard, almost around 10 years, I think. It's been very well trusted, well vetted. It works very well. And we use that to compute the private key. When you're ready, when you press the button to compute the private key, then it generates a private key, and then you can use it to sign your transactions. So in the end, so in some ways, our users actually generate their own private keys in the sense that they ask the software, they press a button, and it combines the entropy to create the private key for them. Yeah.
That's awesome. And even like when you do a transaction on the Ballet app, right? Whether that's a swap or you're sending funds, you have to be able to scan that private key, that QR code under the protective sticker, and use that fiat. One good case for your change, your fiat, is to use it and scratch it off the bottom part and type that part in. And that way you have your transaction. That actually makes me feel very safe whether that's swapping. The swap feature on Ballet is fire. I love the swap feature. It's a big asset to me, trust me.
Yes.
Being in New York, it's very difficult to have like easy swaps, and a lot of the places I can't swap. So it's a good spot. It's easy, it's really quick, and it's simple. And I feel safe knowing that I have to be there to scan the QR code, the private key, and enter that verification code on the bottom, and then my transaction will go through. So
you definitely have to have the wallet with you. So everything's self-contained here. There's nothing to memorize. One of the key things is we purposely, as you pointed out, you have to have the card with you. Yes. Right? We purposely made the product so there's no passwords and no passcode, nothing to memorize. Because I just turned 47 years old. Right? I'm getting old, and what I've realized over the last 10, 15 years is, when I was young, I'm a smart guy, go to school, study math and science and all that stuff. But the reality is, human memory is actually fallible, meaning that our memory is not perfect. No. I don't care how smart you are, how great memory you are. Maybe you're an exception, you have great, photographic memory, whatever. But the reality is, even whether or not we get older or not, our memory is not perfect. I'm sure all of you, including you, Randy, you've encountered a situation where you created a password and then you forgot about what the password was.
Absolutely, right? I have.
Absolutely. Right. It's really right. I remember a real life example where I was using one of those Ledger hardware devices, and one of them was very secure. I created special PIN code for it, right? And then, of course, because it was so special, I don't use it often. I forgot it. So years later or whatever, when I try to use it, I type it in 3 times wrong, and then the device will reset and erase itself. And it happened to me. It was the most scary thing. Imagine losing a lot of money because you forgot the PIN code, typing it wrong 3 times, right? So thankfully, I was able to get the backup recovery seed word, and that took a whole process. That took many days, But in any case, the point is, passwords are the enemy of true security, right? Because because most people actually forget their own password as opposed to trying to lock out the hackers. Right, so that's a scary thing. Yeah, and by the way, the swap feature you mentioned, it's actually provided by one of our vendors. So Ballet itself, our company, we don't do any crypto exchanges. We don't do any buy and sell, but we introduce you to our vendor companies who provide those services.
Yes, and there's a few on there. I know ChangeNow is one of them, and ChangeNow is very popular. Right? Yeah. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, I remember seeing it. It's very great. Yeah. There's always things you guys have added on there. I remember when there was only a few cryptocurrencies on the app, and now there's over NFTs.
100. NFTs, that's right. There's over 100. We support over 100 cryptos. We support, I think, over 50 different NFTs, and we're keeping adding more, every week. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, by the way, NFTs. Do you own NFTs?
Yes, I do, of course.
You do, right? Yeah. So one thing I want to, as a public service announcement, PSA to everyone, is
PSA.
These days NFTs are very, very hot, very popular, and some NFTs are in the thousands or tens or even over $100,000. I'm sure there are NFTs in the millions of dollars. But for your audience, some of you may own NFTs in the thousands of dollars. And the point I'm trying to make is, you don't want to hold your NFTs on a phone like this, where if a phone is stolen, if the phone is lost, or if it's hacked, then you lose literally thousands of dollars. I mean, losing a phone is expensive enough, several $100s, but you don't want to lose tens of thousands of dollars because you've lost the phone or it got hacked, right? So for anyone with large amount of assets, whether it's cryptocurrency or NFTs that's worth over $1,000, whatever, you should definitely look into buying a cold storage wallet. Whether it's a Ballet wallet or it's something else, I don't care what wallet you buy a cold storage wallet. Put your cryptocurrency, put your NFTs on cold storage wallets so that you can save yourself from some hassle down the road.
Before I ask you my next question, I want to get a key word from you. So guys, in the chat, there's going to be 3 winners. Be ready for me to call your name and send me a DM on Twitter with your email to forward to the Ballet team. Bobby, what is your zesty keyword today?
The keyword is Las Vegas.
Yay, Las Vegas. Let's do it.
8 letters, no space, okay? No space, Las Vegas. How about that?
Okay, no space. Will do. Okay, guys. Let's do it. Enter Las Vegas into the chat, and we should be good to go.
All right. Let's see who's the lucky person.
Yes.
Or lucky 3 people.
Yes, lucky 3 people to type Las Vegas into the chat will be entered to win the Zesty Ballet. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to paste it into the chat. So type Las Vegas like so, and you should be good to go.
All right.
So, Bobby,
I'm in sunny Las Vegas. This is the real actual background. The actual Las Vegas Strip, the famous Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah, I had to make my background.
We're headquartered in Las Vegas.
Yeah, at least you have a pretty background. You look good, Bobby. You definitely feel like you look zesty. I'm not gonna lie. You got the nice teeth matching the background. You got the sunlight coming in. Absolutely love it, Bobby. I want to ask you, because there's so many people that are scared of taking custody of their crypto, and a lot of people don't even know about self-custody, where they're just leaving their crypto or their NFTs on exchanges. What do you say to these people that are maybe scared to take custody of their own crypto?
Well, unfortunately, it's a learning process. It is a learning process. I mean, crypto, the industry's been around for 13 years. By the way, Bitcoin just Bitcoin just became a teenager, right? Bitcoin just turned 13 this year. Bitcoin is officially now a teenager. Litecoin will become a teenager soon, and some of the others will follow. And my point is that for those of us who've been in the industry for a while, we know that we did the same thing 8, 9, 10 years ago, right? Myself and others, we put our coins on exchange platforms, and a lot of people lost money and got burned because the exchange platform went bust. They got hacked, right? Whether it was MTGOX, Bitfinex, Binance, Bitstamp, BitPay, all these companies, and there's a whole bunch of companies that got hacked. And this is not the last. It will happen again and again and again. So I run an exchange, BTC China. I'm proud to say that after 5 years of running it, we sold in 2018. We wound down. We were able to give everyone their money back. No one lost money on BTC China. And I'm very proud of that strong security track record, right? So the point is, for those of you who are new to the industry, who've come in the last 1, 2, 3, or 4 years, who don't realize it, you really need to think twice before you leave your crypto assets, either coins or tokens or NFTs, before leaving your crypto assets on a custodial platform, right? So there's some very well-known, well-trusted custodial platforms like Coinbase, like Binance, and many others like Gemini, and they're very well-funded, Coinbase is even a public company. I'm not saying that they're going to get hacked and lose your money, but the reality is the company getting hacked, the platform getting hacked is only part of the problem. The other problem is your account can get hacked. So people don't realize that your account can get hacked. Just like it'll be like a phishing attempt or social engineering. If they hack into your email account, they can reset the passwords and hack into your phone, what they call SIM jacking. They can hijack your SIM card and reset the two-factor authentication code. And if your account gets hacked, Coinbase as a company or any of those exchanges, they're fine, but your account get hacked and your account got drained. And there are many, many people I know who've had their accounts hacked, multi-million-dollar hacks where their crypto were just taken, and they can't do anything about it. And it's really, really sad, right? Recently we saw someone's MetaMask account get hacked, right?
Yes.
Right, so there's all these things, right? Your NFTs are stolen, your crypto is stolen. So all these custodial platforms or even hot wallets, right, where your wallet has the private keys on the device, you're just asking for trouble. It's like riding a motorcycle without a helmet or without buying insurance. It's really, you're asking for trouble. So I urge the public, I urge you guys to really pay attention, because the last thing I want to do is for you guys to listen to this live stream podcast and then years later come to either Randy or myself and say, hey, Bobby, I'm sad to tell you, even though I heard you guys speak about this, but I actually didn't follow your advice and I got my coins or NFT stolen. That would be terrible. And that's happened. I've seen people come to me and talk about that. And I'm just so sad. And that's why I created this company, right? I could have gone into retirement and faded away, but I decided in 2019, at the end of 2018, you know what? My job is not done. Even though I successfully sold a company, made money from my investors, from my shareholders, from my employees, myself, my co-founders, I decided to jump back into the crypto industry to become an entrepreneur, in this case, a serial entrepreneur, and launch a product that will really help the common person, which is help them store their crypto. In fact, Randy, that first conference, the Las Vegas Litecoin conference we went to, which my brother organized, I met Dr. Ron Paul. He was presidential candidate, U.S. congressman, and I gave him a Ballet wallet just like this with I forgot how much, it was like 100th of the Bitcoin, like $100 worth of Bitcoin.
Yes.
And he it's very easy. He's an old gentleman, of course, and he probably couldn't figure out how to use all the other wallets, but I was able to hand him Bitcoin. And my brother handed him Litecoin on a Litecoin Ballet wallet, and we handed him this card, and he was able to take it and store the Bitcoin and the Litecoin safely. Right? This is the power of safe cold storage in physical form.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That was a great answer. Thank you so much. Rebecca White from the LTC, fam, she's in the chat. She said that was the best conference, and I really wish I was there.
It was.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that where...
I met your father, right? I met your father.
Yes. Isn't that where Charlie and John Kim dressed up as Bitcoin and Litecoin and fought each other? Is that where that took place?
I don't remember seeing that. It might have been. I didn't pay attention to that.
Oh my gosh. I saw a clip from somewhere that That was so funny. It might have been World CryptoCon. I'm sure people know in the chat. Also, Chris, so one of our friends in the chat, Bobby, Chris McDevitt, he said his Coinbase account got hacked yesterday.
Oh, wow.
What?
My heart goes out to you. I'm sorry. I think, okay, so if it's got hacked, here's my next best advice. It's going to sound dumb, but I want you to think about it, okay? I don't even want to know how much you got hacked. It's probably a lot, regardless. But to the best of your ability, if you can use your own money and buy back the amount of crypto that you lost, and the reason is if you're able to buy it back, then at least in the future when the crypto price goes up, you don't lose out on that gain. I see too many people, they lost through Bitcoins or whatever, Litecoin, through a hack, and then they don't do anything about it, and then they only see their value of cryptocurrency go up. But and then their loss, they still don't own the crypto because they never bought it back.
Yeah.
So their loss will actually increase in size, and 3-5 years later they feel even worse because the amount of money they lost was even higher. So for was it John or who was it?
It was our friend Chris and J-Mac that got his account hacked last Wednesday. He said.
Okay, so I'm sorry to hear that. It might be too late. It's never too late in life. Okay,
it's never too late.
To the best of your ability, work hard, earn money, buy back the crypto or most of the crypto that you lost in the hack. Buy it back, either through Coinbase or whatever, and put it on a cold storage wallet. Use Ballet if you trust me, or you prefer to use another brand. Doesn't matter to me, but do that so that you could put your crypto in cold storage and not get hacked. Okay, that's the single best thing you can do for yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bobby. That was beautiful. And yes, welcome Crypto Coin Kid. Haven't seen you in a bit, friend. Hope you're doing well. So I just threw another NFT in the chat. Hope you guys enjoy that. And let me roll for our 3 winners. So we have JR Lee. So at JR Lee, hit me up. If you could send your Twitter to somebody and then DM me as well, that would be great. So JR Lee is the first winner.
All right.
I want to just see you respond, friend, in the chat to make you so you count as a winner. Then let's roll again. We have what is this? Becca! Oh my gosh, Rebecca, you're qualifying. You're winning. So Becca, just send me your email, pretty please. That would be awesome. We love Becca. Then we have Deneth. Hi, Deneth. I see you're in the chat. Deneth, JR Lee, and Rebecca, please send me your emails via Twitter. And JR Lee. So if JR Lee doesn't hop in the chat in the next 2 minutes, I'll re-roll.
Okay.
And we'll be A-OKs. So, Bobby.
Well, congrats to the winner.
Yes.
And we'll send you a copy of an autographed copy of my book, The Promise of Bitcoin. Hope you guys enjoy reading it and spread the word of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency to the world.
Yes. Also, Clint Westwood is here. Hi, Clint. How are you? Another member of the Litecoin fam. So JR Lee, you're not here, friend. So I'm just gonna re-roll. Chris McDevitt, friend, that just got. See, now we're gonna give you a nice wallet to keep your crypto safe and not on the exchanges. This is our friend that we were just
Chris
talking
won?
about. Yeah, Chris won.
Oh wow! Okay, cool, awesome.
Let's go, Chris.
Yes.
Chris. Send me your email. I know I have your Twitter, friend. So just send me your email on Twitter, and we should be good. Oh my gosh! Yay, Deneth, Becca, and Chris. Let's go.
Yes, Chris. Thank you for sharing us with your story, even though it's sad news that you lost crypto through a hack. But hopefully through your sharing of a real story, we can encourage other people who I know many people have heard the risks of storing their crypto on an exchange, on a custodial platform. But sometimes if they don't see actual evidence of it, they don't really think it's going to happen to them. And my point is, I talk about it in the book, I talk about it in person, we're talking about it on the podcast here, the live stream. It's really important for people to take their savings seriously, right? If you intend to hold crypto NFTs for more than a year, if you intend to invest for more than a year for long term, you really need to take it seriously, put it offline. Okay. Now, if you're intending to trade it, if you're going to buy, sell tomorrow, the day after, next week, next month, in that case, for those small amounts you're trading, you could leave it on an exchange. There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely. And would you mind shedding a little light on your book? I'm going to drop the link to your website right now in case people want to go order it.
Yeah, so you could go to bobbylee.com, or you could also search for The Promise of Bitcoin on Amazon. It's called The Promise of Bitcoin, the future of money and how it can work for you. I'm actually very proud. Next month, so so there's an audiobook version coming out, and what I'm most happy about is that my publishers actually let me read and narrate my own audiobook.
Oh, that's
so that was a big
awesome.
deal. Yeah. The book was sold really well. It was published last year, a year ago, and it became a bestseller on Wall Street Journal. So it sold really well. It's on Amazon. You can go buy it. And then the publishers wanted to create an audiobook version. So at first, they're just going to hire some professional audiobook voiceover person to do it. And then I said, I would like to do it myself. People encouraged me to do it. So I had to actually what they call audition for it. I had to send in a sample, a voice sample. So apparently they thought my English was good enough to read my own book. So I'm proud to do that.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So it's coming out next month. It's coming out in May, I think the middle of May.
That's great. You don't have any accents, so you pretty much grew up here, and your English is great. Is English your first language?
It is. I have a Bitcoin accent. I have a slight Bitcoin accent.
I was gonna say, because I thought you might have spoken another language because of your family heritage and everything like that. But again, you mostly grew up here.
Yeah, mostly in the U.S. Came to the U.S. Since high school. Yeah,
you were in Jersey.
That's right.
You might have had decent food in Jersey, but you don't have like the nice New York bagels.
The New York bagels.
Did you have some bagels in Jersey?
We did. The East Coast bagels were certainly better than the stuff we get in California.
Oh yeah, for sure. No offense, Californians, but yeah. So you're in Vegas. You have In-N-Out Burger there, yes?
We do. In-N-Out is one of my favorite burger chains.
So like, what do you get? What's your order?
My order, I get. So I obviously I try to cut down on carbs. So I order mine. I get a double protein style, which is with the lettuce wrap. Yes, and then I get a diet Coke or diet Pepsi drink with that.
That's so fun. I mean, the lettuce wrap is good though, because they use real lettuce, so it's kind of like
exactly.
Refreshing.
It's really delicious. It is. It's really awesome. I don't even think they charge me more for it, but I think I get a great deal. Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you like their milkshakes?
It's a delicious burger. I do, but I don't drink that. It's too much sugar. But yes, In-N-Out milkshakes are excellent.
So you're on like the diet wave. I got you. So you're not like going fully off the ledge.
I'm not getting an In-N-Out milkshake every day. That's for sure.
I don't know. I think In-N-Out is great. I think it's real. It tastes really good.
Sure.
There's no need.
I even buy those T-shirts. I didn't know you were a big In-N-Out fan. I should have worn one. I buy those T-shirts every time I go, or every few months they have a new version. I don't know. Have you seen those In-N-Out T-shirts with different designs and all that?
Bobby, we should have talked about this. We really should have coordinated because I literally went. I have a 2021 shirt, so the white ones. So I had the Utah one and California one. Then I got to go back to California, where I hung out with Charlie a month ago. Wink, wink, friends. And then the black ones. And then I went to Texas and got another one. So they're pretty flashy.
Yeah. So tell me what size you wear. I'll get you one from Las Vegas. So I'll send you one. Randy.
I'm a small.
Yeah. What size would you like? Small?
I'm small.
Okay. I think it's just a single. They don't have men or women. So I'll just get a small size and send you. Do you prefer a black one or a white one? If they have a choice of colors.
Black ones.
Okay, I'll find one because they have the ones with Las Vegas on it. In-N-Out Las Vegas. Yeah. Okay, I'll get you one and send it to you. Okay. I'll have my staff contact you, get your mailing address and all that.
Guys, do you know what just occurred just now? This my day is made. The show is done. It's a wrap. I can leave now. This has been amazing.
You're getting your In-N-Out shirt.
Yes, I'm so hyped. You have no idea. I very much want to visit Vegas one day. I know like they have like cool restaurants and like
absolutely.
Attractions.
Yeah.
I think there's one building in Vegas where you could jump off or something like that.
Yes. I'm trying to think. Is it? There's one out. Where is it? It's called the Stratosphere Strat.
Yes, that's exactly.
I'm not sure if you can still jump up, but it's out there in the north part of Las Vegas. Yes.
Wow, that would be such an adrenaline rush. That would be amazing. I want to do it.
Yeah, they have skydiving. They have indoor skydiving. They have zip lines. They have bungee jumping. A bunch of stuff.
That's really fun. Have you ever gone skydiving? Have you done anything, you know,
I've done the real skydiving. I have, so I did that during my college years. It's kind of crazy, right? So I did the tandem. Basically, you go out and you're hooked to your instructor. There's two of you tied together, sharing one parachute, and then you come skydiving down. And my most memorable experience, I know you've done it, is that when we're coming down from like 10,000 whatever feet, I was able to see the whole Earth in my vision, right? So because they're facing down, right? So normally when you see the horizon, it's just a horizon, right? You know, at most you get 180 degrees or 170 degrees of the horizon, right? But I was able to see the horizon in circular form, see the horizon in all directions. And that was the most amazing thing. So even though I wasn't in space, so to speak, but I was able to see the whole world, you know, below me. And that was amazing sort of perspective of the world.
Wow, that had to be a very enlightening and deep experience for like the 5 seconds you're actually up there and digesting it.
Yeah. It's like so 30 seconds, like a minute. It's like a minute or something like that. 30 sequence to a minute of free fall. I forgot exactly how long.
So the Earth isn't flat because Bobby saw the curve. So we're all good.
Yeah, exactly. I saw the curve.
We know the Earth isn't flat. That must have been. Have you ever gone again by yourself, or you've just done the tandem?
No. I think that was it. I think you know, in the grand scheme of things, it was a little bit dangerous. I'm not going to be a career skydiver, so I don't need to take that chance again. Yeah.
Yeah, that must be fun.
Because you do hear about these accidents, right? Like every year you see in the news, you see about, skydiving plane fell out of the sky, you know, 7 people died. It's like, whoa, you know, pretty crazy.
I mean, I want to go skydiving. I don't know if I'd probably do it the way you did it. I don't know if I'd be able to do it myself. I mean, I'm all for the adrenaline, you know, but I don't think I can trust myself to do it. And they're professionals. They know what's up. And
Of course.
Yeah, I think for the most part, everything's, you know, a little dangerous. Everything is a risk in life, you know, but you just got to take the risk. Yeah, you got to do it. You got to live life, don't you think?
Yep.
What is something you've always wanted to do but you haven't? Any place you've wanted to travel that you haven't made it to?
As I told you before we start recording, I love cruise vacations.
Yes.
So one day I want to go on a world cruise, right? Like those are like, I think a month or more like 3 months. They just go around the world, hop around all the major cities. So I'd love to be on the world cruise one day. I think I was just saying, you know, I think we should do more crypto cruises. Right?
Go.
I went to one in 2018. Hopefully when the pandemic is over, all the cruising industry will resume. You know, whether it's a crypto cruise or a world cruise, it'll be great. And we should certainly do a cruise when Bitcoin hits $1 million.
Oh, yes, for sure. Okay, guys, clip it. Ballet said they're doing their own cruise. I'm just kidding. But that would be really great. I would love to see a Bitcoin cruise, whether that's just, you know, like, you know, us crypto people rent out the boat for the week, or we actually have a crypto cruise line where you just, every coupon is an NFT. Like you buy your drink package as an NFT, or you went to, like, you recycled something, so you earn a drip of Litecoin or something like that. It's so, where you could do crypto classes and learn your everything crypto. I think there's a big opportunity.
There you go. That would be awesome.
That would be great. Ballet, you get a Ballet wallet when you come on the ship, and it acts as your key card, but also, like, you know, your rewards and things like that.
Yep, and store your NFTs. Yep.
Absolutely, and that's the new thing that Ballet is doing too. I think I got a Ballet wallet at Miami Bitcoin conference for a Bitcoin NFT, so that was really cool. I love that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, there was a ton of things that went on. You guys do a ton. You guys do a ton.
Yes.
Guys, again, if you haven't checked out, I know you guys definitely checked out Ballet's site by now, but balletcrypto.com.
Yeah, balletcrypto.com.
Yes, balletcrypto.com. Amazing spot. And all of the winners, thank you for participating. Definitely, please don't forget to send me a DM because, yeah, I don't want to lose you guys, and you guys definitely need to get this wallet. I don't even have the gold-plated wallet yet, which I'm so jelly of. I definitely need to.
Yeah, I'll send you one. I'll send you some.
Oh
okay, Randy.
Bobby, stop. You're making me emotional with all your help today. Like, literally, I can't. He's sending me a shirt. He's sending me
I'll send you a shirt and a gold wallet. How about that?
That would be perfect. I'll feel like
awesome.
The zest level
Thank you for
breaking
through. Well, thanks for doing this show, for educating and teaching crypto to the world, right? To the next 1 billion crypto people.
Yes.
1 billion crypto users.
Thank you so much. And Bobby, where can everybody find you? Where do you suggest people go to find out more about yourself, Ballet? And I'll just drop all the links in the chat.
Yeah, so on Twitter, I'm Bobby C. Lee, so at BOBBYCLEE. You can join me there.
And then, okay, so I have Bobby's Twitter at Bobby C. Lee is in the chat. I also have the link for Ballet Crypto, their Twitter, at Ballet Crypto, and then I have balletcrypto.com. And then if you want to check out...
Yeah, and
Go on.
Also on Instagram, it's Bobby Seeley 2021. BOBBYCLEE 2021.
Okay, I'm actually going to follow you right now on Instagram because you have so many imposters and I didn't know which one it is. So what is it?
Exactly. So people should watch out. Unfortunately, Instagram isn't as good about taking down the imposters. For a while, there was a huge fake account that had hundreds of thousands of followers. It was really sad. So Bobby Seeley 2021. I haven't been posting too much, but I'll try to be more active here. Yeah. So I don't have as many followers right now.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, so I was following the right one. There's just so many imposters of you, and I remember there was one that hit me up when I first got in the crypto space and had over 100,000 followers on Instagram. I was like, wow, Bobby Lee knows me, and I was like, no, that's a joke. But now we do, and now we're friends. Yeah. And now we know which one is the right one. Yeah,
so we should talk about this. So not just me, there are a lot of scam accounts, mimicking real people, real celebrities.
Yep.
And what they do is they contact you, have you add them, and then they try to talk to you offline on Skype or Telegram, and then they'll try to give you trading tips, and then they'll try to give you trading tips and say, oh, please send some crypto here, to blah blah blah. So definitely you gotta figure out who you're talking to. Okay, just because they have a profile image, just because they have the name. Just because they even use my real life photos and post it in their photo stream as if I'm them.
Get out.
And then it's really sad. Like that you'll see photos of me and my brother and all that on those fake profiles, on those fake accounts. It's really sad. Yeah, it is.
That's the worst.
It's kind of identity theft. It's a form of identity theft. Yeah. So unfortunately on Instagram I don't have that check mark, verified check mark. On Twitter I do. Yeah. So from Twitter account, Bobby C. Lee is a verified check mark. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. I don't know how you're not verified on Instagram yet. I have a bunch of imposters on Instagram, and it's like they get taken down and they come back, and it's absolutely ridiculous. That's why, hopefully Elon, taking over Twitter can help us, because I'm sure when you comment anywhere, I know when I comment anywhere or I post something, there's just a bunch of impersonators under there with all these shady links and people getting crazy. DMs like, what you're trading like, all this. Don't respond to them, friends. Bobby and I would never DM you first and ask about anything personal, because we are very private, because we are in crypto. And just how he's not gonna steal your private keys, he's not gonna steal your crypto and ask you about your trading information. It's just wrong. And Bobby is a beautiful person with a very nice moral compass. So
thank you, Randy.
Everyone, all these links are in the live chat. They're also in the description. So after the show, if you guys feel like, all right, I need to look at Bobby's book and learn more about that, or I need to learn more about ballet, or follow Bobby and Ballet on the socials, then absolutely do that. Those links are in the description. And thank you guys for coming. This has been an amazing show. I had a blast talking with you, Bobby. Thank you for taking the time out. I know you're at a conference every day. I see a picture of you somewhere from Ballet's account. CEO Bobby Lee is in Vegas, then he's in Miami, then he's back in Vegas. So keep doing you. Thank you for being so amazing, and thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Randy. Great to be here. Okay.
Congratulations to all the winners again. Becca, Daneth, and Chris, send me that DM. Tay Goes Play, welcome. Emma, Bitcoiner, Randy, J-Mac, Tom Allen, $4 Man. Thank you for coming. Ken's Log was here as well. Much love to Ken's Log. Wildflower Tiffy, Go Mads. Thank you guys so much for coming to the show. I really appreciate every single one of you. Please hit the likes, please subscribe, and share this stream out with friends. There is if you guys missed out on the Ballet giveaway, so a few of you guys were sad that you didn't win, please come back to the next Miss Teen Crypto show. There is a Ballet wallet giveaway every time. Maybe not 3 winners, but 1 winner. So definitely come back and enjoy the show the next time. And as always, don't forget, friends, I'm serious. Don't forget to stay zesty. Peace.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Good morning, crypto Twitter is missing crypto, spreading crypto adoption, showing it's better.